Hello, Virgos. Welcome to Heart Wisdom Tarot. I'm doing things a little bit differently this time. I'm doing a Let Go and Release Tarot spread where we'll look at what mental and emotional state is prominent for you at this time, which might be holding you back or causing a level of stress or pressure for you, and what are the causes for that, as well as how you can release it and what the lesson is behind it. So I hope you enjoy this reading. Let me know later on if this resonates with you and you found it helpful. So the first card is, what are Virgos feeling right now? Virgos who this reading obviously is resonating with and is meant, and is meant for. Oh, things are spilling over. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Is feeling very romantic, wanting to offer love to someone, moving towards somebody, and feeling all love and romance. Let's see why this has come up. Something that needs to be released and let go of. What is the kind of the aspect of this that we need to let go of? We don't need to let go of love and romance and feeling all loved up, but what is the aspect of this at the moment that needs to be released? So let's look at the second card, which is about why are you feeling this strongly? We've got the Three of Cups. Three of Cups. This is definitely about love here. Sorry, can you see that? Yeah. So, Three of Cups, celebration, coming together, reunion. Maybe you're trying to reconcile with someone, or to reunite with somebody. And so you really want to go towards them. You want to offer them your cup of love. And you really, really, really want to do that because you want to reunite with them. You want to see them, or want to reconcile if there is a separation. Let's get more information about these two. So about the Knight of Cups. What is this about? What is this? Four of Wands. You really want stability with this person. Maybe marriage, home together. And let's see what the Three of Cups is about. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. It's this person, whoever you want to offer your love to, whoever you want to move towards, whoever you want to reunite with and build a life with, seems to be very independent at the moment, maybe enjoying their independent and single life, and you're trying to get their attention. She's looking, when I just look at the spread here, she's looking in this direction. She's not looking in the direction of the Three of Cups, or the Four of Wands, or the Knight of Cups. She's quite happy leading her life independently. She looks to be quite financially stable, quite happy with her life, trying to get her attention here, and not just get her attention, but build something solid with her. And I'm saying her here because it's a woman on the card, but it could be him. So don't, the gender is not important here. But this One person is trying to offer the cup of love to somebody, to reunite with someone, or to reconcile, to build something together. The other person seems to be looking in the other direction, single, independent, enjoying their life. Okay. And because of the nature of the spread, when this comes up, it's about something that is not doing us any good. That is why it's called the let go and release spread. So maybe you're trying too much to reconcile with this person, even though she may not be on the same wavelength. The Knight of Cups is somebody who can also have the rose-tinted glasses, very romantic, but maybe sometimes they lose sight of the reality of a situation, and maybe this is what it's about. So how can you release this? How can you release this feeling of this strong desire to reunite and kind of this ideal of building this home together? And how can we take these rose-tinted glasses off? Because I get a sense that this lady here is not really interested. So we've got the Death card. That's very direct, put it mildly, very direct. It's like saying, end it. Wake up, end it, stop this. You need to stop this. That's quite direct. There needs to be transformation here. There needs to be transformation in your perception. In taking off the glasses, the rose-tinted glasses, and seeing things in a different way without those rose-tinted glasses, and that's where the transformation is. But that transformation will liberate you, because the Death card is about freedom and liberation. And so seeing things for how they are truly, without building these ideas in your head, will liberate you. And what is the feeling transforming into? So if you do that, what could you come into? What is the feeling transforming into in that case? What would it be like? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, somebody who's, I would say, the opposite of the Knight of Cups. So you would transform from the Knight of Cups to the Knight of Pentacles. From this romantic ideal of love, almost, I want to almost say puppy love, to this Knight of Pentacles, who's more serious, who's more realistic, who's more cautious, who will not take a step forward before planning, before considering everything, before making sure he is taking the right step forward. Unlike the Knight of Cups, who's very romantic, who's just moving forward with that kind of romantic puppy love, not really taking into account or considering anything much except their object of love. So once you take the rose-tinted glasses, you will transform into the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. You will hold on for a bit, you will stop, you will consider in a realistic, tangible way, not necessarily in an emotional way, before you move. So how can you rise above this? How can you rise above these feelings here of this kind of almost unrealistic expectations? Ace of Swords, gosh, clarity, truth. You need that clarity. You need to see the truth, the situation for what it is. Let me move this a little bit. Yeah, you just need to see it for what it is. And that is through the death, through that change in perspective, moving those glasses, seeing things in a different way, having clarity, no rose-tinted glasses, seeing the truth. What would be the new beginning if we follow all these steps here? What is your likely new beginning? Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords here, don't be alarmed. in the sense that you will avoid this. Because if you're going in here with those rose-tinted glasses towards this lady who's looking in the other direction, having all these lovely expectations of building a home together, of coming together in happiness and joy, and she's not, that's what you're going to realize, that she's not interested. She's not really, she's happy where she is. She's not really showing any signs of wanting to reciprocate here. And that would be the result for you. But if you change your perception, see things for what they are, be practical, more measured, think before you move, you will avoid this. You will avoid this unnecessary pain and feeling betrayed, feeling a victim, feeling let down, feeling hurt, and be able to have a new beginning without having to go through this. And you would have learned, but not the hard way. So you would have learned, because this person here in the Ten of Swords, this is saying this is the end of the ordeal. Now you need to pick yourself up. There's a new beginning for you. And once you pick yourself up, this would also allow you to learn your lesson. This is about learning the lessons. Learn your lesson, pick yourself up, and move on. But that's learning the lesson the hard way. By you doing these steps, following these steps, you will learn the lesson, but you wouldn't learn it in this way. You would learn it by transforming, taking off the rose glasses, really ending this expectation. I think that's the most direct way of saying it. Death is about endings. End this. Stop attempting to move towards this person. At least in this very kind of puppy love kind of way. You could still do it, but you could do it in this way, with your realistic, practical hat on, taking your time, looking at what's possible, what's not possible, planning your next steps consciously and with clarity and with the knowledge of the truth. You're not fooling yourself. If you have this and you still want to move towards this person, then so be it, because you're doing it in a more conscious way. You're not doing it with the rose-tinted glasses. And so you would avoid that Ten of Swords. You would avoid the unnecessary pain. And what is the lesson behind all of this? What is the lesson? Four of Pentacles is not to hold on. Not to hold on something is to let go. Is to learn to let go. No need to hold on to something that is not really being reciprocated here. This card is also about surrender. There's nothing more you can do here except to surrender, learn the lesson, pick yourself up, and move on. Holding on to something by having almost illusions here is not going to serve you. It's going to lead to pain. So you need to let go, have clarity, be honest about it, think through before you take your next steps. Okay, Virgos, I hope this has been helpful to you. Please leave me some comments if this resonated with you. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Bye for now.